What's up, guys? Today we have Kyle again. He just came back from Nats, top 16 with, what deck did you play?
I played Lucci again.
Okay.
I wish that I played BY, but I didn't feel comfortable enough switching decks, so I just stuck with it, and it got there.
Okay, cool. Let's go over the deck profile.
Yeah, so just like the last video, we got Spandams. For just to fill up the trash. Cutting it kind of sounds good because he whips a lot, but I wouldn't cut it.
So I heard from another really good Lucci player that he doesn't play the second one. Like if you have two in your hand, you only play the first one because it whips a lot and he doesn't really grab that many good targets. So what do you think about that?
So my philosophy is I'll always play the first one, and then I will only play him after that if I need this specifically Tempest Kick or Spandine to do the combo. If not, then I won't play it.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we got 4 Cleefas, the 2K. Good 4-Don play, so we keep it at 4. Next up, we got 3 Spandines. In top 32, my opponent was only running 2 Spandines, and it actually made the difference because he played 2 more Geckos than me, but every single Gecko didn't have Spandine Rebecca, therefore it got less value, and I could win through that.
Okay.
So 2 Kakus. I'm only running these 6 2Ks. It kind of sounds weird because usually in any deck you want to run 8, but in Lucci the ideal turn is always to play a blocker, so you really don't need that much counter because you're moving boards, so they don't have attackers, plus you have blockers up, so 6 2Ks I think is good enough.
Okay.
It gives us a lot of room to play cards that actually do stuff too as well. 4 Luccis, just have to see it every game. Sometimes you have to see multiple, so keep it at 4, searchable proper. And then next up, 4 Tempest Kicks. One of the most broken cards, need to play 4. It's like one of the reasons we're playing Lucci, so 4. 2 Finger Pistols. The difference between last video and this video, I actually upped the Finger Pistol by 1 because I expected there to be more Bonnies, and it just felt like a good card to have and a good search target. So I had it at 2. Played 2 Bonnies and it was pretty free. The Finger Pistols did help, but one of them I was digging really hard and I couldn't find it to the end, and even at the end it helped. So. 1 16 pistol, almost half the deck is bricks, so we're just running 1 16 pistol. It's better than a 2K, and the trigger is kind of cool sometimes. Next up, we got 4 Sabos. It's our main play going first on 5 Dons, so we have to see it by 5 Dons, we're running 4. It's also crazy in the mirror when you do plays that end in Sabos so that they can't pop your board back. It's a really big advantage. Next up, 3 Helmeppo. It's the same story with Spandine. My opponent didn't have the Helmeppo in top 32, and it kind of made the difference in the mirror. I'm just trying to make my combo as consistent as possible, so we got 3 Helmeppo.
Okay.
4 Brooks. This is another difference between the last video and this video. I upped the Brook count. I think it's actually so important to see this card by 6 Don. It's good against every deck in the meta, and actually against my round 8 opponent in Swiss, Eric Cantana, who got top 8 in Top Cut. I played a game against him. I got to go second, but because I didn't see this card on 6, I couldn't remove his 5 drop, and it kind of snowballed from there, and it wasn't even close. So yeah, I really need to see this card, so I went at 4.
And also the Finger Pistol helps a lot too in that matchup.
The Finger Pistol was another out I could have had, but I didn't have either, so that's okay. Next up, 4 Rebecca. It's actually an insane endgame card, just like the Sabo, because it's like another copy of almost any other card you need in the deck. It's really important to the combo as well, so we're trying to max it out. 4 Ice Ages. A lot of decks are trying to play tall cards, and it's really important to have any sort of minuser with your Gecko, especially in the mirror. So running at 4, just see it as many as you can. 1 Brook. I just like the 1 Brook because it's like an extra Lucci where we don't have to put cards back into the deck. Feels good to have it 1.
And Rebecca Brook is crazy.
Rebecca Brook's crazy. My opponent that I was talking about in top 32, Holden, he was actually running like 3 Brooks because he didn't have the Spandine. A lot of his plays, unfortunately, had to be a Rebecca Brook with his Gecko.
Okay.
Next up, the most broken card in all of One Piece, Gecko Moria.
Yep.
See it at 4 because like
it's broken.
Almost every game is kind of like a Gecko diff, so
yep.
4 Geckos. And last but not least, 2 Ishos. Isho is just the tech against BY Luffy. It's good against other decks too, obviously, like Bonnie, Nami, Enel. but it's definitely in there just to like kill BY Luffy. One of my games actually, I played an Isha down on 9 down against a BY Luffy, and I sniped double Gecko.
That's
and
crazy.
that was like the only reason I won that game.
Right.
So it helps a lot.
Okay. And so, oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah. So the deck, I really liked how it was. The only like thing I would change about the deck is that I would include more text for BY Luffy, because in my top cut run, even if I won my round, my top 16 round, which was a BY Luffy, I would have had to play even more. So at the time, I was confident in my ability to win against BY Luffy and Swiss.
Yeah.
I beat 2 of them and lost to 1 of them.
Okay.
But in top cut, it's like really, really hard if you're not tech fit.
So what text would you play for BY Luffy?
I would just add a couple of zombie Luffys, making room. I'd probably just make my deck slightly less consistent. Maybe I'd take out 1 Brook, and then maybe I can't take out a search target, so I would probably like maybe take out like the one of Brook. But it's really hard.
Okay.
So that's why I didn't want to like put in the deck, but I think it was necessary just to respect the top pick.
Okay, and then going forward into OPO8, what deck would you be playing?
OPO8, I will be trying Lucci again with the new Jack card. It's kind of insane.
Okay.
And then besides that, I'm kind of just waiting for the starter decks to come out because I want to play Doflamingo.
Okay. Do you think that Black Yellow Luffy will be really popular now that it won Nats?
Yeah, I think it will be popular because I think it's one of the top decks before the starter decks in OPO8. It's still an insane deck. I expect the top decks to be Lucci, Reiju, Nami, Bonnie, and Luffy. And then Luffy just has like an insane matchup spread. It only loses to Bonnie. And then I heard like good BY players like Chris Sock, they can beat Bonnie. So
Yeah, that's
yeah,
crazy.
I just expect it to be like the best deck.
Okay, and then any shoutouts?
Shout outs again to my sponsor, Project CCG. Shout outs to all my friends here. Shout outs to the locals,
Yeah.
Wildcard Cyclone that we're at. And then shout outs to Cold Hands for doing this interview.
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.